Hello and welcome to You Should Have Played It. So there's a new BattleTech game coming out, and what better way to celebrate a new BattleTech game coming out by not spoiling it for everybody 4 days before it's due to come out, and actually showing off a MechWarrior game, which is one of my favourite games of all time. It's MechWarrior 3. Now, it has taken some serious black magic and voodoo to get this game to run on a modern system, and there are some bugs which never occurred in the original game, which we will encounter. They are pretty funny, actually. I'm running this game in 640x480 because I just couldn't get it to run stably any other way, so it's not going to look as good as it did back in the day either. I guess unless someone remasters it, or you can get an old Windows XP machine running, there isn't going to be a way to enjoy this sort of at its prime, but it is what it is. So what made MechWarrior 3 so special was, as far as MechWarrior games go, it was highly customizable. It had full combined arms. You know, for the time, it was pretty revolutionary. And it had these awesome videos between every mission. Just beautiful narrative and storytelling. So, anyway, you know, one of the things that I didn't like about MechWarrior Online was they took all the combined arms out of the game. And what you were left with was a game that, you know, was a lesser game than a game that came out 15 years earlier. So, but that's just my opinion. If you like MechWarrior Online, you like MechWarrior Online, like, you know, more power to you. But, you know, what's the point in fitting machine guns and small weapons and things like that if there's no tanks or helicopters or aircraft to shoot at? Like, why bother having small arms to deal with that kind of thing? That's you know, that's my main opinion, or my main point. We're tracking the fall. Fireflies are they're just there to be squished. I don't think I ever piloted a Firefly in this game, just because, like, why would you? You start with the 55-ton bushwhacker, and, oh, nasty. You, have no real reason to, go for a lighter mech in this game. Although you can give them to, allied pilots that you get later on. Boom! Now, in the great part about this intro, it's in the game you could do all this stuff, and back in 1999 this stuff was revolutionary. So you could lock onto someone's cockpit or whatever and fire missiles at it, and your screen did go fuzzy when your mech was damaged or overheating. So it was all very, very, very cleverly done and thought out. So that's the intro. We're going to encounter the first of the many funny bugs that Windows 7 causes. So this rapidly scrolling MechWarrior background is caused by the bug of video capture, I suppose. So if I go to the campaign, and let's just get off the screen as quickly as possible because it's doing my eyes in. Each mission's got its own introduction, video, description of what you should be doing, etc. So you have to clear the first area, and we're going to raid a supply depot. There's a missile platform. So we're going to have to go and deal with that. So if you see, the Mech Lab, which you might be very familiar with if you've played MechWarrior Online or any of the MechWarrior games, you just had so much customization power at your fingertips. Genuinely, you know, how much ammo you took, how much tonnage you put into your engine, how much tonnage you put into your armor, everything could be completely customized. But you were limited on what you found as salvage. So, you know, after the first mission, I only have these particular weapons and ammunition types available. And once I use that stuff up, it's gone. You know, if my arm gets destroyed during the mission and I lose some laser or whatever, I'm not getting it back unless I salvage another one. So a lot of thought went into the careful balance of this game over the whole campaign, and what ammo you'd have and when, and what weapons you'd have and when. You know, the kind of attention to detail and love that just doesn't go into modern games these days, unfortunately. You know, these days it's all about randomly generated loot and procedurally generated levels, and you know, the kind of stuff that could never be as detailed or as engaging as someone actually sitting down and creating a whole narrative and thinking about every detail of it. So we're going to launch the first mission, and we will encounter the second of the hilarious bugs. So I have to get used to arrow key controls, because this wasn't WASD back then. This was arrow keys, and there's a horrible clicking noise, and that is a bug. And there's another bug with flying vehicles, which is pretty funny. Look at this. You see that tank flying away in the background? That is a bug, a really bad one. So, if I can get a lock on this guy, that would be lovely. Wow. Hot, hot, hot. See, I've only got 2 heat sinks. I didn't capture any heat sinks on the first mission, so my large lasers are cooking me. Now, there is a lake in the middle of the first mission which you can use to cool yourself down in. Let's use the machine gun, because why not? Machine gun is actually better used for getting rid of vehicles and things, but the vehicles are flying around everywhere because of the hilarious sort of bug with the game. Oh, he fell over. Running too hot. Yeah, I haven't got any patience anymore. It's really bad. But a lot of modern games are just very, very heavy on the action all the time, and I seem to have lost my patience for waiting for my heat to cool off and that kind of thing. You know, battles are meant to be long and protracted in this game. You know, he's not doing much damage to me, and I'm not doing much damage to him. Ooh, I got him in the rear torso there. Well, the music has gotten really loud for some reason. But I hope you can see, or you can appreciate, that this game was very revolutionary for its time, and it's still extremely fun to play. Well, it would be if it worked properly. I do have an older system with a Windows XP emulator on it where I can play this properly, but I can't capture the video on that one, so if you do want to play this, I think you're probably going to have to get your hands on an old Windows XP machine, or use Windows XP mode or some virtual system or whatever and get it installed on there. Try and play it that way. There we go. He ejected. He's done. I could have gone for the legs, to be honest. That would have been quicker. So the problem now is the next objective in this mission is to clear up all the APCs that are defending this sort of depot over here. But the APCs are currently busy flying through space because of a hilarious and alarming bug that is caused by this game running in software mode with an incorrect refresh rate. Back in the past, games like this were rendered by talking to the hardware directly, and hardware has changed a lot these days, so you can get some very unexpected results. And I don't even know where these enemy vehicles have gone. Probably flown off into space somewhere. Oh, there they are. So maybe I can lock them with missiles and take them out that way. Look at this! See them? That is an APC. It should be driving along the ground right now, but instead it's bouncing up and down like the ground is made out of bouncy castle or something. Oh my god, this is yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Can we get him? Oh! I don't even know what to tell you. It's pretty funny. It is. You have to laugh. Yeah. Not much I can do about those bouncy APCs. Let's get rid of this mech. Yes, I got him. Come on. Looks like I put some damage into this guy's legs. Oh, I got him right in the legs. Now I've got to cool off. There's a lake in the middle of this mission, and I think the idea is that you're meant to charge into the lake and then cool down your lasers there. But if you aim for the legs, you know, this guy's leg is already so severely damaged that he can barely walk. Once the legs are disabled, a mech is destroyed in this game, so you just have to keep shooting at the guy's legs and just take them off. Look at him hobbling. He's hobbling already. Ow. I mean, I could be maneuvering around and trying to avoid being hit by missiles and such, but that's truly not necessary with the amount of armor I have.
Omega units, we have reports of enemy flanking. Hold positions.
Okay. Yes! This is a surprising extra challenge, this, to destroy flying APCs. It's beyond my expectations, say. Right, so there is this heavy missile platform, and there's honestly no easy way to deal with it apart from to just charge it down, so that is what I usually do. Just try and spread the damage out so he's not focusing down any particular part of my torso.
This is Gunner. Moving forward to next mission area. Gunner, we see heavy invasive comms chatter originating south-southwest. Can you confirm?
I am using the wrong weapons. There we go. I don't think it can hit me down here. Oh, okay, never mind, it can hit me down here. Well, at least my mech is waterproof. Right, let's get this bloody missile tower destroyed. Well, I'll try and get a target on this thing. There we go. He's almost destroyed. Now, because I'm standing in the river, I'm venting heat very quickly, so I can just keep on firing these lasers non-stop. There we go. That's that pain in the ass dealt with. So, another cool feature about this game, which was pretty revolutionary for the time, is so I've taken a lot of damage here. If you see my my torso output here, my left torso has taken some pretty severe damage. And I've got different displays to show the damage here, but the simple display shows that the left-hand torso is pretty severely wounded. So what I can do is I can call my mobile field bases, and they will come and help me. If I can remember the button. There we go. Roger that, Lance Leader, transferring now. So, what happens is, you have these 3 field bases, and they each have a certain amount of tonnage that they can carry in salvage. So, if you lose any of them, you're basically in big trouble, because you got your whole campaign to run with these field bases. And you can summon them in the middle of your mission, and get them to repair you and rearm you. So, you can see that they're coming now. There they are. This clicking noise is very annoying, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do about it, so there we go, bad times. Here they come, and look, they're using the road to go faster, which I always thought was really cool. you know, don't forget, this is 1999. This is, once again, pretty revolutionary for the time. To have different terrain speeds based on the road, and to have AI characters that would use the terrain intelligently to actually get around. I can't even remember exactly where I summoned these guys to deploy, but they will deploy in a second. Oh, here we go. So they're getting off the road now to deploy where I asked. And you can see that there is now like a little green ring on the ground. And if I go there and shut down... Oops, I've shut down too early. If I go here and shut down,
We have arrived and are ready to deploy.
then I can get a free repair right in the middle of the field. And that's pretty cool. I mean, it was pretty cool. Hell, I mean, MechWarrior Online doesn't do this, so we've almost gone backwards, haven't we? Yeah, it was just a very cool game that made you feel like you were part of a great military campaign, and you know, actually had support. You weren't just on your own. You know, later on you have 3 allied mechs following you around, and you have a mobile field team that follow you around and outfit you and look after you and repair your shit, etc, etc, etc. The whole feel of the game, the whole immersion of the game is fantastic. Yeah, so this was MechWarrior 3. You should have played it. It looks much better than this on a native Windows XP system, and the weird flying APC thing doesn't happen. So if you are interested, then you should definitely get it and give it a bash, because it is a fantastic game. And I hope you all look forward to the new BattleTech game. I hope it's good. I'm certainly up for some tabletop style BattleTech. I just hope that it has the same care, love, attention and detail that a game like this had. Because, you know, it's been 20 years. We should see some improvement, right? Okay, I'll catch you guys next time.